Yeah, what's up, Mike? Say what's up, Mike. Yeah, what up, Mike?
We all know that Adesanya made tremendous counter strikes. A lot of Duplessis' best work is when he is able to blitz. But you gotta be careful when you blitz him because of his ability to find shots in the chaos.
Looks like leg kicks are part of the early plan for Duplessis.
His left kick is one of his best kicks. Keep a look on that left leg, Duplessis, but he usually throws it from a southpaw stance. He hasn't been switching a lot so far.
Adesanya raises the guard as Duplessis advances.
You can see the explosiveness in Duplessis here. It doesn't take much like that. Look at that. Just explodes. But he's got to be very careful exploding into Adesanya that way.
Come on, bro.
Is he picking up reads right now, Dom? He's using all those fades, kind of trying to see.
There we go.
Duplessis planning to approach the fight.
I'm gonna play this all over. Oh, what's that? I need analysis, analytics. Duplessis. Say what's up, Mike. Yo, what's up, Mike?
Now give way to the action. There's an undeniable anxiousness, I would think, for the entire MMA fan base as they get ready to watch a fight of this caliber and this magnitude. UFC undisputed middleweight championship. Shrikis Duplessis, the incumbent Israel
Let's go.
Adesanya, the challenger. Round one is underway. Special shorts on both sides. Black and gold for Adesanya. The green for the South African champion Duplessis.
The energy
Duplessis.
is crazy, man. I'm very interested to see how Duplessis attacks Adesanya. We all know that Adesanya is a tremendous counter strike. A lot of Duplessis' best work is when he is able to blitz. But you gotta be careful when you blitz him because of his ability to find shots in the chaos.
Looks like leg kicks are part of the early plan for Duplessis.
His left kick is one of his best kicks. Keep a look on that left leg, Duplessis, but he usually throws it from a southpaw stance. He hasn't been switching a lot so far.
Adesanya raises the guard as Duplessis advances.
You can see the explosiveness in Duplessis here.
Okay, you felt that.
Just explodes. But he's got to be very careful exploding into Adesanya that way. Is he picking up reads right now, Dom? He's using all those fades, kind of trying to see how Duplessis planning to approach the fight.
Good body connection are showing here.
Okay, body shot.
Duplessis returns fire.
Izzy's trying to find him, mess up the range of Duplessis by switching stance and keeping the fades going. It's hard to find range on somebody that's doing what Izzy's doing right now.
Yeah, what's up, Mike?
Look how far out he keeps that lead hand.
Duplessis.
Because he's so long, too. Because he's so long, he can just kind of pop that jab on you whenever you're trying to enter.
Oh, shit.
Duplessis has already been cut on the forehead. Nice leg kick by Adesanya.
For a person to throw a kick that high, is
This is when you see Duplessis switch to southpaw. That's when he's looking for that left leg.
Nice job by the champion to get that kick to the body as we come up on the midpoint of round one. year was not necessarily behind Izzy against Sean Strickland. He certainly has the crowd tonight.
Brother,
This is the fight
stand
I
up.
expect Duplessis to have.
Did he just pick him up?
Takedown attempt we see out of him, especially against Izzy.
And I mean, so it was a knee, excuse me, Dom, from Adesanya that opened up the cut on the forehead of Duplessis.
Yeah, what's up, Mike? What's up, Mike? I won't eat Mike. I won't eat Mike. You want green Mike?
He's got to be very careful. He almost jumps
Yeah.
whenever he decides to enter. And Adesanya will pick up on that as the fight goes on.
Left hand offering by Duplessis after Izzy landed to the body.
Izzy threw a body kick earlier that landed real clean on Duplessis. Now, one thing Izzy can't count on is that Duplessis will fight at this pace the entire time.
That kick right there, so that's it. He's
At
got
this
such
point,
good-
Easy, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Now definitely sets up really well.
It's going to be very important for him to kick. Oh, nice right hand.
Yeah, that's a good right hand from Duplessis, and then back to work with the left kick. Adesanya shakes off that attack from Duplessis, but again attacking that lead leg.
Duplessis does a good job of fighting from both stances, too. He switches really good between southpaw and conventional.
And that's what we haven't seen people able to do a lot with Izzy. Duplessis is able to match that energy with the stance switch.
Duplessis so good at raising that guard and keeping it tight. Even dating to his UFC debut, nice right hand from the champ.
That is a fast kick.
That kick is light. I mean, he's so good with it. And he hides it because of the stance switch.
Body shot.
Beautiful shot. You can see Izzy doing a lot of work early to the body of Duplessis. I think this is very smart.
Champion
No,
advances late in the
I'm
round.
surprised how big Easy is, man.
Had their moments.
He's got to talk us.
Right.
But again, all that weight
Well, if memory serves, they've
Yep.
spoken a lot of English in that
needs to be
corner in the
trained.
past, but not tonight. All right, here we go, round two. Duplessis in green, Adesanya in black.
Yeah, what's up, Mike? Mike, we go fight, Mike.
Heavy. Got an immediate stance switch and clusters Duplessis to land that. Nice. I mean, the power, you see the power in his lunges on that.
Done.
Turning up now, these guys.
Yep, starting to pick up a little bit. That was a very measured round one. And very close.
Adesanya hasn't missed when he has attacked the body. Seems like the scorecards from the media are assembled on both sides after round one.
Yeah, of course, but it's hard to really get a gauge.
Oh, shit. Take
But
that.
Izzy seems to be getting right back up.
He's got that wizard deep. Let's see if he can defend. Beautiful defense so far. He's not out of trouble yet.
Great job by Drake and great timing on that takedown. Now Izzy's trying to get back to his feet.
Oh, he gets the hook in right to the choke immediately. And this is the style I expect Duplessis to fight right here.
Well, this is smart by Duplessis. When he went to the choke, Izzy has to go back to his back and really abandon himself trying to get up. And now Drake has got that wrist lock on the opposite side.
Come on, Izzy. Come on.
That hand control from Duplessis is where he's getting the control so well.
Duplessis trying to find his way
Okay,
out of the chin
trying to
here.
get up.
Izzy got right.
Let's go. Let's go.
How about Izzy? Just shifting his
Let's
weight.
go.
That leg.
Hands on. Hands eye.
Adesanya here early round two. Looked like a groin shot there. Mark Goddard says fight on.
Nice elbow.
A lot of energy expended there.
Now here's the question. Adesanya now seems to be picking up the pace. How much did Travis use in that grappling
Big
exchange?
goal.
Nice uppercut by Adesanya.
Hmm.
Nice body work by Adesanya there.
Yeah, down. Got him down. Get him down. Get him down.
Wow.
What a fight.
And now Duplessis working right in front of his corner. Adesanya posts. Warning there from Mark Goddard after what appeared to be a bench grab. I missed it.
It is so hard to hold down Izzy.
Yeah, it's hard to hold
It
him down.
really is. He's still on his way up.
But that's why these kickboxers have gotten so much better. Because even though you take them down, they do a good job of getting back to their feet. But Dricus is doing exactly what he needs to. He needs to make Izzy wrestle. Long wrestling exchanges to try to wear him down.
Just like this. This is exactly what you got to do. You got to put two together. You can't stop at one takedown on Izzy. He'll always defend the first one. But when you put 2 and 3 movements together, it's a little harder for him to defend.
So no offensive wrestling from Duplessis in round 1. He has shot 5 times
Dupla.
here in round 2. Secured 2 takedowns on those
Dupla.
attempts.
Izzy's got to attack the hands if he wants to get away from Duplessis here. He's turning, but he's allowing Duplessis to keep his hands locked. He's got to attack the hands. That was nice.
Yeah, he's tripping well. He's attacking the balance of Izzy so that Izzy can't get his feet underneath him.
Look at Izzy's hands. He's got 2 hands free. He's got to be attacking the lock of Duplessis. And what makes sure good well is with the right hand attacking the front of the fingers of Dricus.
3 takedowns now in this round for Duplessis. Adesanya is upright with under a minute to go.
DDP wants to keep challenging the balance of Style Bender here up against the fence, tripping in, taking him, putting him on his hands over and over.
Nice
driving his
hands by Duplessis. Again, this man all offense all the time.
It looked like Izzy was going to try to use that Kimura. That Kimura is a nothing but threat. That Duplessis abandoned the back control and went back to the chest lock where Izzy used his whip and almost get up. But Duplessis right back on that leg. You can see in this round 2 down, Izzy was starting to find the range and find his strikes. And that's when Duplessis turned this into a wrestling match, which really served him well to end this round.
Genius.
These are the people who make picnic what it is. Join the crew and become a picnic shopper.
Slow down and embrace the CSCA way of life. Where every moment is a treasure to be savored. Live the CSCA way of life and discover the true essence of Cyprus.
Plus, I say Cyprus.
South African wrestling leads the dance in round 2. All right, here we go. 3rd round of a possible 5 to decide the UFC middleweight title. There's that body shot from Adesanya.
That last part of the round got a little bit too wild to serve Adesanya. All that rushing and exchanging is better for Dricus because then Dricus can get to his wrestling.
Adesanya splits the guard there with a left hand. Duplessis gets his right through. I feel like Dricus might even sleep with his hands up there, right covering his face. I mean, just instinctively always raising that guard.
He's very responsible with his hands. He doesn't drop them.
Ooh.
And that's why we're seeing Izzy go to the body with the kicks and the liver shots like that. Because when the hands are up, that leaves the body open.
That'll serve Izzy well to keep digging to the body with the punches on the kicks so that then naturally Dricus' hands will start to
You know,
come down if you start to damage.
Easy's combos, bro. It's Easy's combo. It's Easy's combos. That shit got me.
Whoever drives the forward pressure seems to win the exchanges on the feet. It's whoever moves forward the most tends to win the round in the striking.
you gotta watch out before he loses another fight.
Nice kick there by Duplessis, but perhaps some energy conservation out of him here early round 3.
I love how Izzy isn't moving straight back. He never moves in straight lines backwards. He's always curling, and that curl keeps Duplessis from being able to hit his bursts, his blitzes that he likes so much because he's curling.
33 strikes, 13 body, 7 in the leg.
That was a nice right hand by DDP.
Yep, sure was.
With other words, who is stepping in front? Adesanya. Oh, we got him.
Beautiful elbow.
Didn't see that coming at all.
Nasty elbow from Adesanya. Duplessis with a reset. Oh, good left hand now from the champ. Back and forth we go.
That was a nice
Oh, Drake was hitting hard there.
Yeah, that one was very heavy. He's trying another spin elbow and got caught with the left hook.
Oh, another. Oh. Big shot by the champ.
Now a reset from Adesanya. Duplessis goes high.
Yo, combos. I like it.
You can see the power of DDP when
He
he
was
goes.
hit so hard.
Yeah, you can see it.
He really is like a dog when they go into a shoot. He's like down. Izzy's dragging him across the octagon. Oh, nice right
Big
hand.
right hand. Oh!
It's a trip. That was a trip.
Yeah, it looked
I
like
think he stepped on his foot, to be honest.
that happens with southpaw conventionally.
Not very often.
And these guys are both switching constantly. Right hand connection by Adesanya. Duplessis able to land on the counter.
Nice left hook from DDP.
And it looks like they're both getting a little tighter, so they're not moving as much. They're almost making a deal. Let's fight now.
All fun for us.
Duplessis a little bit labored with that previous advancement. Coming up on a minute to go. Round 3.
And the stance switch from both guys is keeping both of them guessing.
Nice weapon choice there by Duplessis.
Nice uppercut. These guys are so evenly matched.
It's a really good fight, man. It's so amazing to watch two completely different styles and just be that even. Look at that. Izzy throwing the perfect uppercut. Drake is good lunges and lands.
Both men have landed significantly in round 3, but on the numbers, a decided edge for the challenger.
He lunges into those shots, and they're technically not balanced, but he explodes so hard and lands off to
He
DDP.
leaves his feet whenever he tries to pull a jab.
And Duplessis staying committed to the leg kicks as well. He's landed 16 of those. Championship rounds forthcoming. Round 4.
The corner of Duplessis told him the only thing that works is when they got Izzy going backwards. In that third round, Adesanya was able to dictate and go forward, and he had by far his best round.
We'll see Duplessis efforts to get back to the wrestling here in round 4. Again, working that lead leg of Adesanya. Oh, beautiful uppercut. And there's the body work
Take
from
that.
Adesanya.
Nope. Uncompleted. Oh, shit, bro.
Oh, Duplessis looks like he's fatigued.
No way.
And he fights through the exhaustion and lands a left hand, but I felt like I saw that too.
He's not, I mean, but it doesn't matter what he looks like, but he's going to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's just uncomfortable. I mean, Stylbender's very dangerous at all times.
Nice right hand counter a moment ago by Duplessis.
And the body work of Israel Adesanya is doing damage. That is really working for him.
It's starting to pay dividends.
And that was a sharp right hand a moment ago from Adesanya. Get back to work on the body. Nice combination there.
He's landing at a higher frequency. He's a little bit more accurate. DDP is a little better with the grappling. But Stylebender seems to be landing at a higher entire clip with his accuracy and his strikes.
Well, if Drinkas can't get any takedowns, this stand-up fight, it would really serve Adesanya well.
Look at that body work, 22 of 23. And a nice roll there to avoid that left hand offering.
Ooh, that's
By Adesanya, nice counter.
sent and received.
The adjustment to the uppercuts working really well for Stylebender as well. He's throwing the lead uppercut and back uppercut. That's really helping him out.
Well, that's how you split that high guard. You come right in the middle. And now Drinkas is going forward and he's finding more success. This is his full opponent. If you're the advancing party, you will find success. You just can't stay back.
And why not moves forward, wins the exchanges every time.
Shots are landing.
Round two now. I feel like the guy that's going forward, the advancing guy wins.
Seems as though Adesanya's confidence is growing.
Adesanya is landing every shot. Body shot, head shot, a couple jabs, uppercuts, combos. Oh, we got him.
Momentarily pauses Stylebender.
Adesanya's chin was way up in the air when he threw that left hook there.
Duplessis commanding the center of the octagon.
Hmm.
Izzy said no standing fight now.
Little Max all the way down with one big right hand. 3 in a row for Duplessis. And now drags Adesanya down.
Straight to throwing one hook in. Let's see
Oh, he's got the choke. He's got the choke.
Duplessis.
Fucking Adesanya. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Remains the man at 185.
The moment he was able to get another takedown, he got it done. You saw him close to that early in the fight. It looked like the momentum was swinging.
Bullshit. It's this, man. Yo, because what the fuck is wrong with you, man? He's crazy. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it, Mike. Fuck it. I might. Cocky kid gets drop the drop until you stop, stop because you didn't even get popped. Pop 7 goals. 7 games, 24 goals. Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
24 goals in his last 7 games. This youngster is literally breaking youth football. In the last few years, Arsenal's academy have produced some quality players. Starboy Bukayo Saka being the pick of the bunch, and remember Ethan Waneri made global headlines after becoming the youngest ever Premier League debutant aged 15 years, 181 days. But all the while, there's another player from within that is causing a media frenzy in goal machine Shido Dimanta. The 16-year-old
Who the fuck is Bianca Dior? Bianca. What's up, Bianca?
Liverpool's U16 back in November. He's since moved up to the U18s level, but it's been a similar story. Goals galore. He currently leads the division's goal-scoring charts with 28 goals in 16 games, including 7 against Norwich in his latest
Bro, what the
performance.
fuck
It's
is wrong with
borderline
this shoot?
ridiculous at this point. He's too
With
good
his
for this level.
foot,
Now, he has trained with the first team on several occasions already, so surely a first-team debut is inevitable. All the while, there's a three-way tug-of-war for his international allegiance, as he's eligible for Denmark, Nigeria, and England. So keep an eye on this baller.
Denmark,
24
Nigeria,
goals in his
or
last
England.
7 games. This
Of course, you're gonna
youngster is
choose England.
literally breaking youth football. In the
I
last few
always
years,
suckers for
Arsenal's
that one,
academy
eh?
have produced some quality players. Starboy Bukayo Saka being the pick of the bunch.
Okay, we get it. Choose for England. Of course, you're gonna choose for England. I mean, like, come on. You play for Arsenal. Your parents are either Danish and the others Nigerian, but you live in England. City 8089 Southwood. Why even play this game, bro? 8, bro. 8. You even gave the other team a chance to, defend, pass the ball, like. Yeah. The huge Italian eating challenge has only been beaten twice in 10. Hey, brother. Is, but there are also challenges.
Perfect voor perfectionisten.
And I think we got one of them.
Stijlvol, malse fijne stukjes, verrukkelijk. En prachtig geserveerd in Hellenische wijn, subliem. Het resultaat? Voortreffelijk. Net als ik. Gourmet Revelations van Burina.
Greetings, comrades. This is today's order of business.
Okay, 3 million. We will take later. Oh, what? Okay, it walks out to the Undertaker theme song. Okay. It's not so relevant. If you gotta prove yourself when you talk about, oh, I'm the African this, I'm the African that, and then you still get beaten, bro. I have respect for your African gene, but you gotta prove some shit. You know what I mean? Prove something, bro. You being losing each and every time, bro. Shit. NBA 2K, it's now or never. 2K26. Full time pool.
The Dempsey roll.
Dipsy roll. The the deepsy roll. The deep. To hear a person say, yeah, fuck defense, I want to see episodes.
World football's very scared of Real Madrid, and looking at their squad and Alonso's new system, we can see why. Real Madrid entered the 2024-25 season with enormous expectations. The long-awaited arrival of one of the world's best players was billed as the final piece in an already star-studded puzzle. Paired with Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and a reinforced midfield, Madrid were widely tipped to dominate both domestically and in Europe. Early signs were promising. They began La Liga strongly and cruised through the Champions League group stage. However, as the season progressed, cracks appeared. Injuries to key players and an over-reliance on Mbappe for goals became evident in early matches when the Frenchman endured a slow start to Spanish life. Despite their immense individual talent, the team struggled with tactical coherence. Former manager Carlo Ancelotti was criticised for failing to adapt tactically against elite European sides. A painful Champions League quarter-final exit to Arsenal, and two quality Declan Rice free kicks ended their European journey. Domestically, they surrendered the league title, the Copa del Rey, and the Spanish Supercopa to incredible Barcelona. For a club of Madrid's stature, and given their investment, the season was deemed a disappointment. In response, the board made a bold managerial change, appointing former player and Bayer Leverkusen manager Xabi Alonso. With a reputation for tactical clarity, youth development and pressing organisation, Alonso is seen as the right figure to modernise Madrid's approach, while harnessing the full potential of stars like Mbappe, Bellingham and Vinicius. While 2024-25 may have fallen short, there is renewed optimism at the Bernabeu that a new era of success is on the horizon. Xabi Alonso's tactical brilliance was the driving force behind Bayer Leverkusen's historic 2023-24 Bundesliga triumph, where they went the entire league season unbeaten. His system blended structured positional play with dynamic transitions, transforming Leverkusen into one of Europe's most tactically disciplined sides. Alonso typically deployed inverted wing-backs tucking into midfield and ball-playing centre-backs initiating attacks. This created numerical superiority in central zones and allowed for fluid attacking rotations. His midfielders, led by Granit Xhaka and Florian Wirtz, controlled tempo and exploited half spaces with precision, while the front line pressed aggressively and recycled possessions smartly. Defensively, Leverkusen were compact, disciplined, and highly effective at disrupting opposition build-up. Alonso's meticulous approach brought tactical clarity and belief to a club long starved of success. His invincible Bundesliga run earned admiration across Europe and ultimately secured him the Real Madrid job.
His tactics have been integrated into the Madrid squad already. Thibaut Courtois remains Alonso's unquestioned first choice. Fully recovered from injury, his imposing presence, shot-stopping, and command of the box provides a dependable foundation for a coach who values structure and calm under pressure. Alonso trusts him implicitly between the sticks. Under Xabi Alonso's tactical system, Courtois is more than just a shot-stopper. He initiates play from the back, often acting as the first
Sheesh.
passer in Madrid's
Bro,
build-up phase.
he stopped a fucking
Alonso
penalty.
structured
Stop a
possession,
penalty with your
positions,
toe,
so
nigga. What
pass
the
distribute
fuck?
accurately under pressure and provide an outlet when defenders are pressed high, something he excels at. Behind him, Andrei Lunin offers reliable depth, having proven his capabilities during Courtois' injury layoff into 2024-25. Renewing his contract until 2030, Lunin remains a dependable second-in-command. Right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold is integral to Alonso's system. Expected to fill an inverted wing-back role, he will drift inside to act as a playmaker from deep, using his exceptional passing range to link midfield and attack, shaping Real Madrid's tempo and long-range distribution. Under Xabi Alonso, Alexander-Arnold isn't simply a wide defender, but a dynamic midfield orchestrator when his team is in possession. Alonso's tactical philosophy consistently involves a back three with wing-backs who can shuttle into central areas, effectively forming a midfield five during build-up phases. Trent, who excelled at Liverpool in Liverpool's inverted fullback role, often stepping into central zones and distributing passes through the lines, is tailor-made for this system. During Real Madrid's recent Club World Cup matches, Alonso deployed Trent as an attacking right-back, from which the Englishman completed 7 crosses in one half and earned praise for providing trademark long-range passes into attacking zones. Statistical analysis from Squawka shows he averaged 76.6 touches per 90 minutes and ranked 4th in chance creation, demonstrating he is now a creator who defends when necessary rather than the reverse. Play represent a major upgrade over what the club had on the right flank, especially compared to the aging Dani Carvajal and versatile Lucas Vazquez. Alonso commented that fullbacks in his system must think like midfielders with the ball and centre-backs without it, and Trent's intelligence
How
in
can
that
you,
hybrid role
how can you
fits
fucking,
perfectly.
bro?
Alonso's structure ensures
If you don't want to
Madrid
play
is
with a
intercepted.
fucking fullback,
Playing
you could
alongside
just,
centre-backs like Antonio
you
Rudiger
might
and
as
Dean
well
Howson
just play with
means Trent
freaking,
can push higher, knowing cover is behind him. The
you
new
know,
right
three
wing-back role is
backs,
now his domain, delivering
three
creativity,
backs,
structure, and
and
tactical
yeah, the rest
consistency
all
through his
midfield,
unmatched passing
and
and
see
spatial
what you can do
intelligence.
with it.
Dean Howson, just 20, embodies Xabi Alonso's ideal centre-half-back, a defender equally adept in ball progression and protective duties. 2024-25, Howson excelled in high-intensity defence, registering remarkable defensive stats. Over 105 recoveries, 51 interceptions, and 128 completed long passes that unlocked play deep from the back. In Real Madrid's pre-season and Club World Cup games, he topped passing metrics on defenders, leading the team in progressive and vertical passes, showcasing maturity beyond his years. Delivered tactical guidance to Howson mid-match, symbolic of their shared footballing language, honed through precise build-up play. In full possession, Howson's composure and long-range vision allow him to step into midfield channels and bypass lines, essential in a... Alonso's possession-based fluid structure. Antonio Rudiger, by contrast, grounds the defence with experience and authoritative leadership. Known for his aggression, aerial dominance, speed, and recalling his early career at Stuttgart and Roma, Rudiger provides Real Madrid with a physical and organisational anchor at 30-plus years of age. His speed and tackling discipline enable the back three to maintain high defensive lines, while his presence allows younger teammates like Howson to express themselves more freely. Álvaro Carreras, Real Madrid's €50 million returnee from Benfica, offers tactical versatility and left-sided dynamism. Signed on a 6-year contract, Carreras is comfortable operating as a wing-back or left-sided centre-back in Alonso's 3-5-2 or 3-4-2-1 systems, delivering quality coverage and forward support. His physique, 6'1", strong aerial presence and technical ability in passing and defending make him a perfect fit for Alonso's system that blends
6'1", okay.
defensive solidity with build-up from deep. Observers compare him to Ronaldo in a Madrid context, able to support overlaps, help in ball transitions and tuck inside when needed, a true utility piece in the revamped backline. Together, Howson's composure and ball-playing intelligence, Rudiger's experience and physical assurance, and Carreras' versatility and left-sided balance create a flexible and proactive back three tailor-made for Xabi Alonso. In training, this trio allows Madrid to shift effortlessly between back three and back four formations, with each centre-back offering complementary strengths. Squad depth is further enhanced by existing senior defenders, but the core of Alonso's defence is clearly built around this trio as long-term strategic pillars in defence. In Xabi Alonso's midfield structure, Aurelien Tchouameni functions as the defensive pivot anchoring the central axis. His growth under Alonso has been remarkable. Once under heavy criticism, he has transformed into an indispensable figure, stabilising the team defensively and orchestrating transitions. By January 2025, he had cemented his place in the starting lineup through consistent high-level performances, offering composure in the middle and occasionally slotting into the back line to reinforce the defence when needed. He receives regular praise for his long-range passing, positioning, and ability to break up attacks while maintaining Real Madrid's rhythm and possession. Paired with him is Federico Valverde, whose relentless engine, pressing capacity, and box-to-box mobility bring energy and forward thrust. His ability to shuttle between attack and defence ensures the pivot remains dynamic without sacrificing structure. Valverde helps recover possession high up the pitch and initiates quick transitions, supplementing Tchouameni's more positional discipline. He is certainly one of the most important players in Madrid's team. Click here for our video on him. As for squad depth, Eduardo Camavinga is the primary understudy for both pivot roles. Highly versatile, Camavinga seamlessly alternates between left-back and midfield and is especially valuable when Alonso needs an energetic ball-winning presence, particularly during Tchouameni's injury absences. Despite struggling with muscular issues, he's still seen as a key reinforcement in the engine room, able to replicate both the shielded anchoring duties or the aggressive forward pressing when called upon. Madrid reportedly may even seek a more specialised holding midfielder to bolster depth. But for now, Camavinga remains the trusted deputy across the pivot alongside Valverde and Tchouameni. In Alonso's system, this midfield axis is critical. The pivot, Tchouameni and rotation by Camavinga, equips the team with defensive assurance and controlled build-up, while Valverde adds fluidity and high-tempo energy. The combination ensures Real Madrid remains robust defensively, flexible with transitions, and entirely in tune with Alonso's strategic emphasis on structure balanced with dynamic movement. In Alonso's evolving structure, Jude Bellingham is deployed in a free or inside right role ahead of the pivot, an intelligent midfielder encouraged to do more with less. He positions himself in half spaces, times late runs into the box, and links fluidly with Mbappe and Vinicius while still fulfilling defensive duties when required. Alonso has called Bellingham a generational talent and made it clear he is fundamental to Madrid's new identity. Capable of dictating tempo, breaking lines with passing, and contributing goals, he could be the one to light up this new era of Madrid football and even English football. With all eyes on next year's World Cup, click here for our video on England's hopes under new manager Thomas Tuchel. Bellingham's importance to Real Madrid cannot be overstated. He was Madrid's top La Liga scorer in his debut season and delivered key contributions in the Champions League, leading to praise from club legends. Steve McManaman even said no player has had a bigger impact in the Madrid dressing room since Zidane or Ronaldo. Former teammate Tony Kroos said he is being England's midfield talisman at upcoming international tournaments. Indeed, with the 2026 World Cup approaching, both Real Madrid and England look likely to build around him. Arda Güler provides a creative alternative in the number 10 or right winger. The Turkish prodigy earned starts late in the 2024-25 season, scoring key goals, impressing against Getafe and Celta Vigo, and showing maturity beyond his minutes. Brahim Diaz, who returned from AC Milan in 2023, remains another option. Though more of an impact substitute, he has shown flashes of dribbling invention and positional flexibility when given minutes in midfield or attacking roles. Together, this midfield construction ensures Real Madrid remain balanced and dynamic. A stable pivot, an inventive engine in Bellingham, and a youth-laced creative layer ready to assist or step in as needed. Right wing. Rodrigo is designated to occupy the right wing and half space, offering width and pressing intensity when Trent Alexander-Arnold pushes into central zones. His ability to press energetically, beat opponents one-on-one, and adapt to shifting roles within Alonso's front five makes him a tactical ally in the high-tempo system Alonso favours. That said, recent reports suggest Rodrigo's future is uncertain. Analysts at Tribuna.com believe he doesn't fit into the plans because Alonso values players who press relentlessly and link midfield and attack fluidly, a profile better suited to Arda Güler. As a consequence, his game time may be reduced, although he remains a valued squad member while options like Endrick emerge. Left wing, Vinicius Jr. thrives in Alonso's structured attacking quartet, using his explosive dribbling, unpredictability, and ability to rotate positions to stretch defences. Alonso has tasked Vinny with harnessing flair within a disciplined press-first philosophy, demanding pressing contribution,
I demand finishing. I demand goals, bro. Fucking Vinny.
Part of the
Shit,
forward unit,
I'm a
Space
fan,
collectively,
but
retains
I'm
swift
not.
in transitions and supports Mbappe via intelligent occupation of half spaces and central pockets. Centre
I
forward,
demand
Kylian
goals
Mbappe is the
from
spearhead
Vinny.
of Alonso's attack. Signed to lead the line, Mbappe benefits hugely from the tactical movement around him. Runners like Bellingham, creative rotation from Vinny and Rodrigo, and overlapping wing-backs and half-space runners. Alonso has
Should have
personally
worked.
worked Mbappe in training, focusing on sharper spatial coverage and linking sequences to maximise his goal threat and positional consistency. Kylian, despite a slow start, broke the record for the most goals scored by a Madrid debutant, a record that was set by Cristiano Ronaldo. Alonso is also wary of over-dependence on Mbappe and aims to diversify goal sources among other attackers. Endrick, the young Brazilian striker, is increasingly involved in pre-season and could partner or rotate with Mbappe in central roles, especially in a 4-4-2 or front two setup if Alonso adjusts formation. Gonzalo Garcia, a Castilla graduate, impressed at the Club World Cup, scoring goals, providing assists, and showing a predator's instinct in the number 9 position. He offers a more traditional striker alternative and could relieve Mbappe in cup competitions or when rotation is key.
Interesting.
Hoe lang samen met dezelfde visdrank?
They are saying that Vinny should go.
Zo voorspelbaar. Te lang samen met je vaste frisdrank? Ga eens in Bella. Oh, wow.
We're excited to see La Liga back on ESPN Plus. Speaking of in Spain, Vinicius Jr. and Real Madrid are entangled in a back-and-forth contract. Wants to become the highest paid player on the squad, wanting to make more than Kylian Mbappe's salary, which is at an estimated 30 million euros net per season. Vinicius' agents have been working on this for a while. A report back in February 2025, his financial demands is that he continues at the club beyond 2027. Let's talk about another Brazilian on this Real Madrid squad. What's true is that number 9 at Real Madrid is up for grabs. Reports indicating that the club would keep either Endrick or Gonzalo Garcia, who had a stellar tournament at the Club World Cup. Xabi Alonso would only keep one for this season as the main sub for Kylian Mbappe. Garcia played this role in the Club World Cup and scored 4 goals in the French striker's absence. So, a lot of moving parts. Another one, too. The Real Madrid transfer talk includes, of course, Rodrigo as well, who seems to be on his way out. Rumor has it the Brazilian's next destination is the Premier League. Tottenham Hotspur as Heung-min Son's eventual replacement. So when we talk about these 3 moving parts, especially up front, which seems to be getting a little bit crowded, Ali, which player is more likely to leave Real Madrid for you?
Endrick is more likely to leave. In fact, seems like a certainty. And when I say leave, I mean he's not going to be there this season. He may be out on loan. If it is a conversation about Gonzalo Garcia or Endrick for Xabi Alonso, well, what does Xabi Alonso owe Endrick? What does he know of Endrick? What can he surmise is the talent level of Endrick when he hasn't played for him? He knows what Gonzalo Garcia can do for him. He has no idea, really, what Endrick can do. And Endrick is based on potential. And banking on the potential is a very tricky thing to do as a new manager. Gonzalo Garcia was provided an opportunity during the Club World Cup, and he took full advantage of it. So if indeed, as you just said there, that's the question that Xabi Alonso is debating, there is no debate. And so Endrick will go out on loan. Again, if that's the question. So it would be Endrick, most likely, then Rodrigo, and then Vinny. And I don't think Vinny is going anywhere anytime soon.
Andrew may be the most easy of the three to offload. On loan, like Ali says, for his age and the experience he can get, and it's just easier to get him off the books. Yes. Vinny's probably the player that most would want to leave because they don't like the attitude, because of the demands, everything we're hearing, all these stories. But Rodrigo is 100% the player that needs to leave. We've seen Rodrigo not find his way on the field. He wants to play on the left-hand side, he gets pushed to the middle. He's behind Vinny.
The question is, who's most likely to leave?
No, correct.
You gave me 3 different categories. I'm trying to answer questions here.
That's right. Endrick's going to be easiest.
All right.
But Rodrigo needs to leave. That's the issue here for me.
So who's most likely?
I just told you, Endrick. But Rodrigo needs to leave.
Rodrigo's the one who needs to leave the most.
He's the one who needs to leave the most right now. And the one thing that's going to make it difficult...
I like it how she's explaining to me where you when I don't get something, I'll come to you.
It may be difficult because the price tag. Maybe they're asking for too much money. But if you look at how he's not felt comfortable on the field, and he's not earned, in his mind, the respect of the coaches to stay on the field and be on the field where he wants to be. And then you look at, from his own social media, his own comments about not feeling wanted enough because he doesn't come out in an Instagram profile picture where they put up a few stars, he's not there because he wasn't one of the 30 best players named for the Ballon d'Or. When he's talking about in a Champions League final how nice it would be to play under Pep Guardiola at Manchester City. This is a player that right now is begging to leave, screaming to leave, and quite frankly, if he thinks he's going to be that player, needs to leave because he's not going to do it. He's not going to be that player at Real Madrid with a coach who, quite frankly, decided after the first game of the Club World Cup, I don't need to see you anymore. I don't want to see you anymore. So Rodrigo's the one player that, yes, Endrick is most likely to leave out of these three, but Rodrigo's the one who absolutely needs to leave.
So has to be very careful what he wishes for here. Because on those lists that you just mentioned in the Ballon d'Or top 30, it's because he didn't deserve to. That's simple as that. The reason he doesn't feature ahead of Vinny and Mbappe is because he doesn't deserve to. He's not better than those players. He's not better than Vinny Jr. at what Vinny does. He's not better than Mbappe at what he does. And so there has to be a realization by the league, and I don't think it's going to happen, that he has to look at himself in the mirror and say, all right, there's a role for me here at Real Madrid, but I have to accept the limitations of that role. And is that role, with those limitations, better than being the super-duper star somewhere else in a lesser team? And that is indeed the question and the answer that he has to ask himself and that he has to answer himself. Am I better off being super-duper star at Spurs, if indeed that's the case, or am I better off being a role player at Real Madrid? Now, if that were a question posed to me, I'm going to stay at Real Madrid. I will stay at Real Madrid. For the time being, I will stay at Real Madrid. Because I think in that environment, I'm going to be far more successful. Perhaps not as an individual, but here's a noble concept. It's a team sport. And there are only so many stars that are going to be featured. And there's only going to be so many stars that are going to be in the front page. You want to be in the front page of a lesser team? Go ahead and do that. You want to win? You stay at Real Madrid.
That's interesting because when we talk about him leaving and being the super duper star, we're talking about him getting all the minutes and being a starter at every game, right?
Mm.
Isn't that worth more than staying on the bench at Real Madrid?
He doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to be on the bench.
Kies voor samen met je beste vriend op pad gaan. Of, beter gezegd, van het pad. Kies ook voor gaan. Met je FBTO autoverzekering weet je dat je goed zit. Jij kiest FBTO.
Maar is er wel een barbecue? En is hier de poolbaan? Dicht bij een speeltuin? Dicht bij een bakker? En een zwembad?
performances.
If he stays at Real Madrid, what is his role then here?
Well, he can play on the right-hand side of the attack, tucked inside. You have Vini on the left, Mbappe through the middle. And he can be a guy that could tuck into the midfield, that could join in the attack with Mbappe, that could play underneath Kylian Mbappe alongside Vini. These things can happen, but it's dependent upon performance. And that's the part that perhaps Rodrigo
I
doesn't...
think he already had that opportunity for more than one season under Carlo Ancelotti.
Defending Rodrigo here.
No. I'm trying to
from.
understand. No. I know you're not defending him. You're trying to find the better situation. I asked you a very pointed question and you're answering it.
Yeah.
But now, what I'm saying is that he had that opportunity, that didn't seem to work.
But my point is that exactly. I think we're saying the same things, but we're coming at it from different angles. I'm saying that Rodrigo has had these opportunities, hasn't had the performances, and now he wants the recognition that high-level performance deserves, where that hasn't been the case for him consistently. All I'm suggesting is, if you're Rodrigo, do you want to be, is it more important for you to be in the social media front page of a lesser team, or to be a role player at Real Madrid?
True.
Again, it's a question that would be easy for me to answer, maybe not nearly as easy for Rodrigo.
I understand exactly what you're saying. I think you just said it right there. I don't think it's that easy for Rodrigo. Rodrigo's been hearing his name for the past couple of seasons tied to Pep Guardiola and Manchester City, to Mikel Arteta and Arsenal, who just eliminated Real Madrid from the Champions League. And he's thinking to himself, I could play there. So while us here on this side, that lesser team would be Spurs, I don't even think he's thinking of a Spurs. I think he still thinks there is that team out there for him. I go back to something you said, is be careful what you wish for. We've seen this. Gabriel Jesus, Manchester United to Arsenal.
Manchester City to Arsenal.
I'm sorry, Manchester City to Arsenal.
Neymar to PSG.
Neymar to PSG. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. But you could certainly understand a footballer wanting to back himself. I think when you're at that level, the ego does take over, and certainly he's been hearing his name linked to these teams. He's got to be thinking to himself, there's a reason I'm not exploding here, somewhere else.
Right. Well, if it is about ego and it is about backing yourself, then back yourself in the training session against that guy and against that guy and against that guy. If it is about backing yourself, then stay in the fight. You going somewhere else, you're saying, well, I couldn't do it here, I got to go elsewhere and do it over there. And also, and this is just a secondary point here, side note, we are assuming that when he goes to whatever this lesser team is going to be, that he's going to be outstanding.
Right.
Right? There's an argument to be made that Rodrigo is also a product of his environment at Real Madrid, and what we have seen from Rodrigo at Real Madrid has been around the best players in the world.
It's true.
When we have seen Rodrigo with Brazil, it hasn't been nearly as good, nearly as productive, nearly as impactful, because as we have documented time and time again, over the last few years, this generation of Brazil hasn't been as strong as we have seen in the past. So we're assuming that Rodrigo is this almighty player that can take on this role of being the super duper guy. I don't think so. That's my opinion.
I want to take it back to someone else that we mentioned with Vinicius asking for this increase. We know that this has been ongoing pretty much for 6 months, maybe even more. Here, Herc, is he playing his cards right in asking for the salary increase?
I don't know, because when we hear these reports, oftentimes these reports are planted. There is intent behind it. So I want to take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if this is Vini Jr. and his camp demanding to be the highest paid individual in Real Madrid. I do not know that for certain. But certainly, what we have seen from Vini Jr. at his best, at his height, what we've seen, the interest in the market for him, I believe it was Saudi Arabia, 250 at one point they offered for him. So there seems to be market value for him there. I could understand the players saying, hey, wait a second, my market value is higher. That of Kylian Mbappe, I'm not certain. I happen to believe Kylian Mbappe is one of the few players in the world's game today that transcends the sport, that has the ability to
reach some sort of heights of like a Messi or a Cristiano Ronaldo for this generation. So I have a hard time buying into that he has to be the highest paid player, Vini, at Real Madrid. I think the highest paid player it should be Mbappe.
Still leverage for you then, what we're seeing?
For Vinny, you mean?
Yeah. With the planted report
Okay.
speculates.
If somebody comes out and offers what you just said there, in and around that amount of money for Vinny Jr. and Real Madrid, I say, all right, go on. Get. Guess what? He'll play over there! You want to make demands? Based on what?